Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really simple birthday cake topper using the Cricut and some glitter cardstock. This is a Cricut Design Space tutorial, but if you want to skip the designing and just go straight to the cutting, I also have the file available for instant download, so you can just import it and get cutting. And I'll leave the link for that down below. For starters, select the text tool and type in happy in one layer and birthday in another text layer. So they have to be two separate words. Then go up here to change the font. I'll be using Blenda Script for this particular project, and you can find it on dafont.com. I'll leave the link to it down below. The most important thing to remember is that you have to make sure that all the letters in the words are touching each other or connected in one way or another. And so I'm going to line them up here. But you can see on here that the A is not touching the P, and the two P's on happy are spread pretty far apart. So we want to go ahead and fix that. And an easier way to do this is to ungroup the letters in the word so that you can move each letter around individually. Just click on the letter you want to move and press the left or right arrows on your keyboard. And if you want to move the entire word over a bit, just highlight all the letters together, and you can use your mouse or the arrows on your keyboard to move it. Now I'm going to go ahead and slice the dot on the top of the I here. And I'm going to slice it off because I want it to be on its own separate layer because we're going to bring it back in a bit. So make a circle, place that circle on top of the dot, select both layers and click slice. And you see now that the dot is its own separate layer. Now that the eye is back in place, you can decide where you want the dot to be. You can place it on top of the eye so that it's touching the letter. Or you can do what I'm going to do and place it above the I, touching the H. You can even resize your dot to make it bigger or smaller. Once you're happy with the way your cake topper looks, go ahead and select the entire phrase, Happy Birthday, together. And go down here to Weld so that it cuts as one image. Don't forget to resize your cake topper. I'm going to make mine 7 inches wide. I have my Cricut set to cut cardstock plus, but if you decide to go with a different cardstock, you might have to adjust that, just depending on how thick the cardstock is and how sharp your blade is. Sometimes when my Cricut mats are losing their grip and they're not as sticky anymore, I will tape around the sheet of cardstock or paper that I'm using just to save me some money because they don't last me very long. I use my Cricut pretty much on a daily basis, and buying mats can get pretty expensive. All the links to the products and materials used in this tutorial will be posted down below in the description. Now that your cake topper is ready to go, just go ahead and glue it to a popsicle stick or any stick and place it on top of your cake. That's it for this video, guys. Please let me know down below if you have any questions or comments, and like and subscribe if you found this helpful.